We've all been wondering what's going to be the next GTA Online DLC, and it seems like, at least according to a pretty reputable leaker, we might be getting some little small content update coming relatively soon. But before we get into that, let's go over the event week for this week, because of course today is Thursday, we got a new event week, and there's actually something special which is kind of cool about this week, because we actually have 420 coming up in a couple of days. And Rockstar's doing something a little cool with that. So, reading through the Newswire, as we always do, triple money is happening on a couple of adversary modes, one of them being the Sumo adversary mode, just the one with the cars on top of certain buildings, I think. Gotta knock each other off. Get triple money on that if you want. Also on the Sumo Remix adversary mode, you get double money. They're doing this again. It's like the third time in like 4 weeks, I feel, on biker business sales. So if you've been stocking up on the cocaine, the meth, and all those other things, then it pays double money again this week. So definitely a good way to make money. I believe double money on the cocaine gives you somewhere along the lines of like 900K. Obviously, the only unfortunate part is there are those missions where you're in the very, very slow post-op vans, and that could get annoying. But if you do want to make some money, they're doing, again, double money on biker business sales. Did Rockstar forget, though, about all those other businesses? Like, it'd be nice to get some double money on something else other than biker businesses. We also have double money on RC Bandito races. These are kind of fun. So if you want to switch it up, you get that. And then time trials are paying double as well. So if you want to do some time trials, those are relatively easy to do. You get double money for that. I believe it's, what, 200K for that if you get it. So, I mean, not a whole lot of money, but like I always say, free money is free money. The free items, speaking of free this week, because again, 420 week, they have the black and white camo t-shirt. We also have a 420 Vapid t-shirt for free. For once, I don't think they've given this out in the past couple of years. Like, this has been a very rare item for newer players. The High Flyer parachute bag. I believe they only gave this out in 2018, maybe. But yeah, last year they didn't give it out. So if you want to add this bag, this parachute bag to your collection, it's free this week only. They're also giving out a free alien suit. So if you want to switch it up, become a different looking alien in online, then you can get the green spacesuit for free. Now I mentioned, because it's 420 week, I believe it's next Tuesday, they're doing some special things. And we'll dive deeper into this on Tuesday itself, because I'm sure some people will forget and there's some cool things happening. But like I mentioned, they're giving out that High Flyer parachute bag, which is rare. Like, again, you can't get it, I don't think, any other way. So it is rare. And they also mentioned the things we just went over, all those shirts and stuff. The one exciting thing, though, is this next paragraph. If you visit the Cayo Perico heist, you'll actually be paid double for all weed you can stuff into your loot bag. So that's kind of cool. And again, we'll have to see the math on this, on if it's worth it. That video will probably come out Tuesday when this all happens. But that's going to be pretty solid to make some money. And yeah, all of these things are just reiterating that these things are happening specifically only on 420. It's not a week-long thing. It's simply happening all on that Tuesday. And then here are some more free items. I guess they're giving out this Vapor's Den t-shirt. You have this dark emissive mask, which actually is kind of cool. So if you want to collect a really cool looking mask, that comes out. I guess those are the only two things there. They say just complete or play GTA Online anytime this week, and you will get both of those items, and you can get them April 21st. Before April 21st, I guess, is when they'll show up in your account. The podium vehicle is the Albany VSTR. It's nothing special, but it's free. So if you want to get it, it's on the podium. And then the discounts this week, I think we have some decent ones. We have the ProGen PR4, a pretty solid car. I mean, it costs $3-something million, I think, but 40% off makes it a little bit more reasonable. The R88, I think the PR4 is probably a little bit better. You have the Armored Kuruma. If you don't own one, 50%, get it. So good. I mean, 30% off the Brioso 300. You don't really need it. The RC Bandito, though, but 100% buy this if you want just a fun vehicle to use. They also have the Invade and Persuade tank. This one, it's not that much better, honestly. I mean, yeah, it has a little cannon on it, but I would personally just rather the RC Bandito. But yeah, both of those are 40% off. So if you want a couple of cool items, they got that. And then, as always, the Prime stuff. We have 70% off the Pegassi Soruso, great supercar. 80% off the GT500, and actually the Comet Safari Off-Roader, which is another great sports car. So some actual solid discounts with the Prime this week. So that's the event week. It's nothing too crazy. I think the biggest thing is, of course, on 420 here, getting our free stuff and also getting the double weed. Now, what I wanted to mention, though, regarding that next DLC, this is coming from FunMW2. Of course, many of you guys probably know who he is. Leaks a bunch of stuff. He actually tweeted this yesterday, and then he deleted it because, of course, it didn't come true. But he said that a batch of new small-scale content is arriving soon, as per sources. It appears these are arriving with today's event. Now, he was wrong on whatever this is arriving with today's event, but he elaborated on this by saying, I did hear about some new small-scaled content coming soon, and he just assumed it would be coming today. And he sort of says and gives maybe an estimation. It might come this week. It might not come this week. But we don't really know what this small-scaled content is. He hadn't really given us a definition on what he means by that. But I think this does mean that, assuming he's right, that there is going to be something a little smaller scaled coming relatively soon. There's a couple of options. I think the more realistic options is that we're going to be getting a couple of new maybe missions, or a couple of new jobs, maybe some new races. I think those three things Rockstar could very, very easily add to the game without working too much. Like, it wouldn't require them to do a whole bunch of work to get new missions, new jobs, because they have all those like creators behind the scenes that allows them to create those specific things. Now, my ideal little small-scaled content update would be throwing in a couple of supercars, a couple of sports cars. Remember back in 2015, we had that first, I think, Benny, or maybe it was a second Benny's update where it added the Coquette, I believe, or it was like the Coquette supercar, I believe. Could be getting that wrong. And then also the Sultan RS supercar. Something like that would be amazing as a little just small-scaled content update. Now, if Rockstar were to add some new vehicles to the game in a small update like that, there would definitely have to be an update. If they were to add, I believe, the missions and the races and the jobs, like I mentioned, I don't think there needs to be an update. So we'll have to see if there will be an update or not. But yeah, I guess maybe just be on the lookout for a little small-scaled update coming relatively soon. At least, again, if Fun is correct. So that's it with the video. Thank you guys for watching. If we find out any more information on, of course, that little small-scaled update, I'll let you guys know. So hit that subscribe button if you're not already. But thank you guys, and as always, I'll see you all in the next one.